Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Main Assembly, a game where people can create amazingly complex and realistic things, and sometimes non-realistic things too. This, I don't really know where this falls, but this is apparently a two-rotor drone, basically, and it's got a lot of automatic stabilization in it, so you can see it's very, very subtle when it comes to a lot of its controls, but we can move forward, we can move backwards, we can yaw to the left and right. You can see the really subtle rotation on the motors as I go left and right. And then there's also strafe. So I could strafe to the left and I could strafe to the right. Also very, very subtly. Can also gain altitude and lower my altitude at will as well. And then once I let go everything, it just kind of stays at the desired altitude wherever I let go. All right, let's go ahead and come down for a nice soft landing, please. There we go. I thought I was gonna tip over there a little bit. So that was the two-motor drone made by Adorable. So we have a lot of really awesome stuff to look at in this episode, a big variety of things, including some ornithopters that I'm really looking forward to, but I kind of want to save those for the end. So this is something I actually meant to look in the last Main Assembly Best Builds episode, but I just completely forgot about it for some reason. This thing takes a while to load in, and it's not what you would think unless this is based off something that you're familiar with, which I wasn't. So when I saw this thing, I thought clearly this is some type of mech walker, right? But it's not quite a mech walker. And I gotta figure out, oh boy, oh, that's intimidating. Okay, we got those. Oh my goodness. We got that too. So I think my feet are actually suction padded to the ground when I open those up. If you listen closely, you can hear the suction pads activate when those open. Yeah, you can hear that happening. So now if I fire without them, then you can see my feet kind of tip off the ground and I'm at risk for falling over. But if I actually open them, then I'm solid right on the ground. But that's not all this thing can do. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at this. Is that cool or what? And we can come back to it. Basically, if you do it like one at a time, or just a little bit at a time, it looks like a jump. Oh boy, it's kind of flexible there though. But it's actually a hover mode. And then this thing, it's not a walker, as you can see. It is clearly a hovercraft. And I don't think it's gonna be a good idea to do this as a hovercraft, but I gotta try it anyway. Nope. That was a bad idea. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get up from this, but is this a cool motion or what? It looks like I'm giving the air a massage. It's so wavy and smooth. All right, moving on. We have a Lamborghini Aventador, apparently. And, oh, this is a very polygonal Lamborghini, apparently. Oh, this thing's fast, too. Oh, I almost sideswiped the entrance there. Oh no, didn't pull it off. I thought I was gonna pull off a nice drift there, or a power slide, I guess. All right, let's look at a first-person view too. Okay, this doesn't quite look. I can't actually see the hood, so it's kind of a weird. I just got a big black box at the bottom of the screen. All right, but check this thing out. It looks like this person, despite the ability to use curves, the person who built this did not want to use curves. They just have a bunch of straight lines apparently to create the curves, which is an interesting choice in a game like this. But still a beautiful looking car nonetheless. Let's hop into the programming, make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, yep, just your standard driving controls. All right, let's see how this thing crashes though. Oh, I didn't realize that this just leads you right up onto this roof. Okay. Oh boy, okay, I'm not really crashing very well, am I? There we go. Oh no. Car seems to have lost its bottom jaw up in the front there. You know what? I'm here at the drag race. I might as well do the drag race, you know? Do it with my very damaged Aventador.
One, go.
Go, 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 go. Oh, we even have a speed down to the bottom left. And there we go. How's it gonna handle this jump? Oh, this is looking good. Yeah. That was actually a smooth landing. A lot smoother than I expected it to be. All right, moving on. All right, so I got two motorcycles here, and I'm assuming they're both made by the same person because they're nearly identical, but one of them has a sidecar. So this is the sidecar one, which is really, really cool. Look at the detail. He built an engine. Literally built an engine. Look at all these, like, the build grid almost wasn't even small enough for this thing. Look at all these points in here. All right, what about the programming? Is it simple? It looks pretty simple. Oh, except for this page. What's this page all about? Oh, boy. All right, here we go. So this is the one with the sidecar, obviously. And I'm wondering if it'll tip over if I turn too far to the right there. No, it's actually doing really, really well. All right, I got some controls. All right, F is for light, V. Oh, V is for view, I guess. Usually it's C for camera, but V for view. Look at the handlebars. Like the black handles, they're so well shaped. This is so cool. This must have actually been a nightmare to build because of the mirror mode and stuff. Like, you had to undo mirror mode. I don't know how you built this with how the mirror mode works, because it would mirror it left to right, but you kind of can't do that. So did you build the sidecar and this thing separately and somehow bring them together? This must have been a nightmare. Like, this actually must have been a nightmare. All right, but I think if I hop out of this, I think I can get in the passenger seat and it actually has its own set of controls. There we go. Now I'm in the passenger seat. I cannot control the vehicle, but if I use WASD, I can control the gun and even shoot the gun. And oh, look at this. We got a first person as well with a crosshair and everything. That's awesome. All right, that's really well done. Now let's check out. I'm really curious how he did the non-sidecar version, because that means you got to balance. All right, so here's the non-sidecar version. I'm assuming he just built this first and then copy and pasted it for the sidecar version, because it's pretty much the same motorcycle, just without the sidecar. And oh, it does have some auto balancing with an RCS thruster. But as you can see, it works pretty well so far. Let's go off a jump, see how it handles that. Oh, no. Oh, well, we're still upright. We're still upright, so there's that. All right, I know this is not how this is supposed to go, but oh my goodness, it does not like uneven terrain. Maybe this thing is better tested out on an actual track with tarmac. Oh, look at first person is so bad. Not the view, but just the stabilization is so aggressive that it's so shaky in first person. Okay, well, this is kind of nice though. Hey, this is pretty nice. Oh, ow, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. What? This isn't a thing. What? I've never seen this before. That was amazing. I don't think fire is a thing in this game, but somehow the collisions there created the illusion of being on fire in a crash, and that was kind of an unexpected dose of realism I got. Oh no. Oh no, this thing is so difficult to control. There's any little bump just makes the auto stabilization kind of go crazy. Yeah, balancing motorcycles, I feel like, is still relatively new territory for building in main assembly. At least from what my experience so far, I have not seen very many people attempt self-balancing motorcycles, but this is definitely one of the better ones I've seen so far, I think. That's not to say that there doesn't exist a better one, just that I haven't experienced it yet. All right, we already kind of have some experience with crashing this thing, but not in third person. And we're gonna get fire again. Oh, look at that. Look, I've never seen that before in this game. There has to be so many parts there that just got compressed onto each other that the collision particles are just going insane. All right, I'm just gonna get out. Watch this thing from a distance. Look at this. It's still doing tricks. And then it finally falls off. Yeah, that is crazy. All right, moving on. We have a modern hovercraft, apparently. It looks relatively simplistic. Let's check the... Oh, there's some stuff. Test? Test? Why do you want to... What does test mean? All right, well, going forward is really straightforward and simple and easy. What does F do? Okay, I don't know what F does. What about 1 and 3? Okay, I still don't know what those do. Click it. Okay, there's a bunch of controls that I'm pressing that were definitely there in the programming menu, but they are not seeming to have any impact on the actual thing. Okay, space is brake. That works. Oh, there we... Whoa. Oh, that's cool. I love the green trail. Ow. All right, try that again. The green trails fit so well with this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. This is fine. No. This thing is intense. This thing is really intense to drive. Oh, no. Oh. I can't believe I haven't crashed into a wall yet using this boost. Okay, let's go. I'm going backwards on this course, I know, but... Oh, no. Okay, of course, that's the wall I crashed into, but we're still fine. We're still perfectly safe. Just hitting cones. I don't think we're damaged at all yet, maybe. Oh, okay, yeah, now we're damaged. Now we're a little bit damaged. I love the way hover pads work in this game. Hover pads make hovercraft building, at least the basics of hovercraft building, are super easy to get established. And then you just have so much more capabilities with the more complex programming later on. Oh, I forgot about this. We have E and Q. We actually have a really effective strafe mode in this. That could have been useful around some turns. All right, like if I'm doing this, I could activate the strafe mode and just fly into the wall anyway. That looks like an arrow. Is that arrow always there? What? Wait, what? Is that a compass? What does that mean? What is that pointing at? Is that just north? Is there literally just a compass on the back of this thing? I did not notice that at all. And it's got a speed sensor in that direction or something too. Got a smart sensor, pointer fix. There's there's so much stuff in this thing. And I don't know what any of it's doing because it seems like a relatively basic functioning hovercraft. So why, it's a compass. It is a compass, but why does it need all this stuff? I was saying, yeah, I really can't imagine what all of that programming is necessary for when it comes to this thing. I think I may have destroyed a little bit of the vehicle. All right, so now we are gonna move on to one of the Ornithopters, and this is it right here. I have not tested this thing out, so I really hope it works. But if I remember correctly from reading the description, we have to set the lift to 100%, and then we gotta let it fly. Okay, there we go. Oh no. All right, and we're going down. Okay, all right. I did read that this was tough to get off the ground, but once you get off the ground, then you're kind of good. All right, so this was made by Manon, and he says, in order to fly, we must first set lift to 100%. Then we press space to activate fly. And then once we're in the air, please get in the air, then we can lift up the legs. Pull up, please pull up. It's flying forward. It's flying. Oh no, this is not a good place to fly forward. Oh, please don't hit the thing. Oh my goodness. We're flying. We're flying. I think we got it. It's really hard to pull. Is that a googly eye on the, are those googly eyes on the tail? Just flopping around? Okay, this is nice. This is kind of nice. Oh, there's googly eyes on the front too, of course, and they're going crazy. I love it. All right, I didn't actually see the legs go up, but that's the landing gear. Interesting landing gear. All right, let's try to go down. Oh, okay, when you decrease the lift, it just nosedives. All right, let's turn it off. And then landing gear. And landing gear just turns me upside down, of course. So let's look at the programming. This is, there's 2 CPUs. We got all of this stuff, but this is how you program an Ornithopter, apparently. There you go. So I still have another Ornithopter that I'm saving for last, but we gotta go to the water. All right, so before we get to the other Ornithopter, I actually have an alien boat to look at. Oh yeah, it's a boat. For some reason, I don't know why. This is actually really cool looking. This is an awesomely designed boat. I thought it was gonna hover for some reason, even though it said clearly it was a boat. This thing's fast. For a boat, this is really fast. I've tried to build boats before, and I experienced so much drag in the water that I just could not go very fast at all. We got first person mode. Like, this is a boat I could see as like, this is something that that this could be sold to people. Like, this looks like a nice compact, you know, consumer boat that people could drive around and be relatively safe in because it has an enclosed cockpit and everything. All right, we got some lights too. Look at that, and let me make sure I'm not missing. Whoa, okay, calm down there, boat. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. What is all this? What do you need all this stuff for? Q and E. I wonder what Q and E does. Oh, buoyancy. Oh, wait. How do you go? Oh, there we go. No, go. Continue going, please. Wait, I don't understand. Am I supposed to be able to drive underwater? I mean, it does have an enclosed cockpit. There seems to be some type of automatic correction that is preventing me from going or giving throttle underwater. I think whenever this thing ends up going upside down, it cuts the throttle, and it's like some type of automatic programming. Because even on the surface, there we go. But on the surface, if I end up tipping up too much, it cuts the throttle automatically. All right, so now I'm gonna lower the buoyancy, and we're gonna see what happens. All right, the buoyancy is completely off now. So we should technically be sinking, but we have enough, oh, there we go. We had enough resistance against the surface to not sink, but my gas doesn't work when I'm facing up like that. See, now watch. Now it's gonna work. And then as soon as I face up, it turns off the propellers. That's interesting. I don't think this thing is supposed to go underwater based off of what I'm experiencing right now, but it's hard to be sure. I mean, the creator did call it a boat, not a submersible or a sub or a amphibious vehicle. All right, and then last up here, this is what I'm really looking forward to seeing. I also haven't tested this out, but this is a swimming, I forget what it's called. Basically, it's an underwater ornithopter. I think it was supposed to be like a manta ray style swimmer, but apparently it is propelled underwater just by its body movements, just like how an ornithopter is propelled, except this time underwater instead of air, which I guess when you think about it, underwater ornithopter should be easier. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is so graceful. Look at this. This is the only source of propulsion, is just that flapping. It looks so good. That looks so good. Oh, and you can set the buoyancy too. So like there's negative buoyancy if you hold control to go down. And there's extra positive buoyancy if you want to go back up to the surface. This is exactly as amazing as I was hoping it was going to be. This is so good looking. This is amazing. I am mind blown. All right, let's go back down. It's actually much more effective underwater. I feel like an underwater ornithopter would be easier to create than a flying-based ornithopter, just because water has way more resistance than air does, so you just need a lot less effort to make yourself go. Kind of like how it's really easy for humans to swim underwater, but not in the air. Hey, let's look at the programming. So we just got some waves going into the servos to make them flap that way. All right, oh man, look at this thing from the front too. This thing looks cool from the front. Oh, this is such an awesome creation. And manta rays are just awesome in general, so the fact that this is kind of modeled after a manta ray kind of is also just cool. All right, well, let me know what was your favorite creation that you saw in this episode. I think this one is the obvious winner in my opinion, but you guys might have preferred a different one. So let me know down in the comments below. And if you want to see some more awesome content on the channel, then go ahead and check out this on the end screen right here. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.